Israel fled from the rising of Assyria, fled further to West Africa and North Africa. And during the time, watch this. If they are descendants of Ezra and Nehemiah, are Levi and Judah.
Scatter you abroad among the nations.
Yeah, he did. Go ahead.
But if ye turn unto me and keep my commandments and do them, though there were of you cast out unto the uttermost parts of the heaven, yet will I gather them from thence and bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there.
Mm-hmm.
Now these are thy servants and thy people, whom thou hast redeemed by thy great power and by thy strong hand. O Lord, I beseech thee, let now thine ear be attentive to the prayer of thy servant and the prayer of thy servants, who desire to fear thy name and prosper. I pray thee, thy servants this day, and grant him mercy in the sight of this man, for I was the king's cupbearer.
So Nehemiah was the king's cupbearer. Whose king was he the cupbearer of? Xerxes. The same Xerxes and Esther. Same king. King Artaxerxes. Go ahead, watch this.
Nehemiah chapter 2 and verse 1. And it came to pass in the month Nisan, in the 20th year of Artaxerxes the king, that wine was before him, and I took up the wine and gave it unto the king. Now I had not been before time sad in his presence. Wherefore the king said unto me, why is thy countenance sad, seeing thou art not sick? This is nothing else but sorrow of heart. Then I was very sore afraid.
You're killing the mood, bro. Why you walking around sad for? I'm drinking here. You walking around with a sad look in your face. So you got scared. Go ahead.
And said unto the king, let the king live forever. Why should not my countenance be sad, when the city, the place of my father's sepulchres, lieth waste, and the gates thereof are consumed with fire? Then the king said unto me, for what doest thou make request? So I prayed to the God of heaven. And I said unto the king, if it please the king, and if thy servant have found favor in thy sight, that thou wouldest send me unto Judah, unto the city of my father's sepulchres, that I may build it. And the king said unto me, the queen also sitting by him.
Now, I'm wondering why that's written there. The queen also sitting by him. I'm going to be surprised if that queen was Esther.
Dang.
I'd be surprised if that was Esther, sitting right there.
Hey, Dick, let me show you this right here.
There we go, got more. And the quiet on fire with the books today.
All the clock trying to put this whole book up. All praises.
So this is you just said you don't know why is what there. Well, this is what this book says. That oh yeah, let me put it up.
The queen sitting by him. The queen sitting by him. So remember Esther, when he's drinking wine, all that stuff, and had the golden vessels. Who do you think was pouring those cups? That was Nehemiah and them pouring cups.
Damn, so that's heavy. The Most High probably had us all
in the same place.
At one time.
Nehemiah, Mordecai was in his court.
King don't know what to do.
But Mordecai was in his court. Nehemiah was pouring his glass. Esther was sitting next to him.
Yo, read that from Nehemiah was the son. Right there.
All right. Nehemiah was the son of Hekeliah, who was one of the captive Jews carried in early life to Shushan, the metropolis of Persia. He had been fortunate in obtaining an appointment in the Persian court.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he chose rather to continue in his office at court than to return with his countrymen to Jerusalem.
He chose to stay in Babylon. He lived well there. Got a job. Go ahead.
Nehemiah was born at Shushan.
So he was born there.
He was born in Shushan, the palace. That's Babylon. Go ahead.
He was a man of public spirit, learning, and piety. He was appointed cupbearer to the king of Persia.
That's why the queen was sitting next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was serving the king while she was in his presence.
So that brought him, he was able to get closer
right,
to the king by being a cupbearer.
Right.
He was appointed cupbearer to the king of Persia. In this office, he obtained the royal favor, which made him much beloved at court. And he thus became a man of great influence in the position of considerable wealth.
In the possession of considerable wealth.
In the possession of considerable wealth. Nehemiah had never seen Jerusalem, although his ancestors had lived and died there. He, however, had at times expressed himself kindly deposed towards his brethren.
That's all I
it.
saw. So Nehemiah was born in Babylon pretty much. He left. Esther and Mordecai, they stayed there. But Nehemiah left and went to Jerusalem to build.
And he never seen Jerusalem.
He never seen it.
He heard the stories and read the history.
Right. So when he got word that it was in shambles, he started crying. All right. So let's go back.
Verse 6. And the king said unto me, the queen also sitting by him, for how long shall thy journey be? And when wilt thou return? So it pleased the king to send me, and I set him a time.
So he got time off from work. He got time off from work to go and rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. He got time off from work. Go ahead.
Moreover, I said unto the king, if it please the king, let letters be given me to the governor.
Wait. Verse 6. Go to Nelson's. Start at verse 6. Go to Nelson's Bible Maps and Charts. Get page 162 and 164.
And in verse 6 says, and the king said unto me, the queen also sitting by him. Notice they put it in parentheses.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right, because it's important. It's an important note. Right. The queen sitting by him. That's most likely Esther. We're on page 162 of Nelson's Bible Maps. What time is it now?
2:40.
All right, 2:45. I'll take a bit of a break. Yeah. We'll read this and we'll take a break real quick. If you have any questions y'all have regarding the class, y'all can call us at 267-702-6121. That's 267-702-6121. For any comments. So page 162 to 64. Blow it up, son. All right. All right, so we have here part 1, the reconstruction of the wall, chapter 1 to 7, the preparation to reconstruct the wall.
We're reading this.
I'm just looking here.
Oh, okay.
Let me see, part 2. You go to Persian Kings. I don't know why would you go here for. I didn't write it down, but we'll just see. Persian Kings, read that.
Persian Kings. The events of the book of Ezra begin during the reign of Cyrus, 538 BC. Mm-hmm. The book of Nehemiah fits within the reign of Artaxerxes I of Persia, 465 to 24 BC. Esther was Artaxerxes' stepmother, and it is possible that she arranged Nehemiah's appointment as the king's cupbearer.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go. That's why I wanted this page. There you go. Read it again.
I'm going to read it from the top. The events of the book of Ezra begin during the reign of Cyrus, 538 BC.
Zerubbabel and Joshua.
The book of Nehemiah fits within the reign of Artaxerxes I of Persia, 465 to 24 BC. Mm-hmm. Esther was Artaxerxes' stepmother, and it is possible that she arranged Nehemiah's appointment as the king's cupbearer.
Go ahead.
Nehemiah left Persia in the 20th year of Artaxerxes, chapter 2, verse 1. Returned to Persia in the 32nd year of Artaxerxes.
He returned back from his time off work. Go ahead.
Chapter 13, verse 6, and left again for Jerusalem after certain days.
He got more time off from work to go back and continue. Go ahead.
Chapter 13, verse 6, perhaps about 425 BC.
Right. So when he went back to work, within that time frame, Israel started going to hell off again. So Malachi stepped in his place, and that's when Malachi takes place after Nehemiah was gone. Malachi started checking them again because Nehemiah was in Nehemiah's absence. Malachi steps in. Okay? Because after certain days, it says.